This program has definitely been life-changing for our family. As Representative Jones mentioned, sometimes you get to a place where you're like, do I pay my insurance or do I feed my family? Do I pay my insurance or keep my lights on? And that was the case prior to my second son, Caleb, being born. Just 2 months before my due date, I was downsized from the bank, and we were on COBRA. And our payments were $1,300 a month just for me and my 2 babies. Well, I hadn't even had Caleb yet, but I was pregnant. It was $1,300 a month. And then Caleb was born 6 weeks premature. And we went to the hospital, and at birth, he was diagnosed with a rare genetic disorder called trisomy 13. This was a surprise to me and my husband. We'd never even heard of it. And we ended up spending 10 days in the NICU. Well, while there, because of his special needs, they assigned us to a caseworker who told us about Florida KidCare, and they signed him up for the CMS, Children's Medical Services. And we didn't realize just how big a deal that was, because a couple of weeks after we got home, it may have been a month, we ended up getting a bill for over $30,000 for our NICU stay. But because it became effective the day he was born, CMS took care of that, and we didn't have to pay that money. Caleb has probably 2 to 3 appointments at Nemours and Wilson's every week, which is where we have to go when we leave here. And all of this is taken care of through CMS. He's visually and hearing impaired, but he received cochlear implants back in October. He didn't quite like it yet. I find it in his mouth more than I do on his ear. But again, this was all taken care of through our insurance with Children's Medical Services. And I don't know that our private insurance, they may have taken care of it, but it definitely wouldn't have been affordable for us. So that's my story. Again, this is Caleb. He's 16 months old. We spent 10 days in the NICU, and basically because of his diagnosis, they sent us home on hospice so that he can pass away at home, because they did not expect him to live very long. And we celebrated his 1-year birthday in September of last year.